MBTA fare hikes went into effect today despite pushback following recent issues on the rails. The hike will not change bus fares, but many commuters are affected. State Representative David LaBeouf says fares have increased 41% since 2012. Our Chandler Walsh has more on what riders need to know.
Commuter rail riders are hit with an average 6% fare increase Monday. State Representative David LaBeouf among the elected officials who organized at stations throughout the MBTA to take a stance against the hikes.
We need to make sure that we are not going to basically raise the fares on the backs of working class people, and that's what we're fighting for here. And that's why we're bringing municipal officials together.
Christina Drum takes the commuter rail from Union Station to her job in Boston's Back Bay nearly every day. She says the increases don't seem fair.
I'm actually thinking on carpooling or taking the bus.
Riders in Union Station's Zone 8 now have to pay an extra 75 cents for a one-way fare and an extra $25 for a monthly pass. Drum says with train derailments and constant delays, commutes are already frustrating.
When you go to work, you want to be comfortable. You don't want to be anxiety-ridden before you walk in the door, and not the fact that they're raising prices. They should be cleaning up the train.
The MBTA says the hikes will generate an extra $30 million in revenue to make upgrades to the system. Worcester at-large councillor Christian King says the city needs reliable transportation and access to Boston as it grows and develops.
Where the gap is that local voices have not been heard. We've been informed of the process, but we haven't been part of the process.
LaBeouf says Zone 8 riders are paying a greater share than riders in other areas. He says Central Massachusetts is an economic engine for the state he feels the MBTA ignored.
This isn't a leisure rail. This is something that is really about economic development, and our region is being left behind because of this.
Representative LaBeouf signed a letter asking Governor Charlie Baker to freeze the fare hikes. He says he hopes the protests and calls to action help and push the MBTA to make improvements to the system. In Worcester, Chandler Walsh, Worcester News Tonight.